Hello everyone, this is the question I posted on my Facebook page yesterday, and I could remember only like 2 or 3 people got it correctly, though the 2 people only posted their solution without working, and the other guy, I wasn't convinced with his solution. So let me show you how you should work it out. We are given a quarter cycle here. This is a quarter cycle. We have a line segment here, another one here, which meets at a right angle. The length of this leg is 7, the other one is 24. But we are only asked to find the value of x, which is from this end to this end. How can we find this value of x? First of all, I would like to find this dimension, this segment, and how can we find it? By connecting these 2 points, you can clearly see a right angle triangle inscribed in a quarter cycle. And this is serving as a hypotenuse, right? And how can we find it? The hypotenuse, let me call it h. This h is equal to the square root of what? This side, which is 24 squared, plus the other side, which is 7, also squared. If you simplify this, you're going to get 25. Yes. So this is 25. But our main goal is to find this length. Remember that this is a radius, right? So let me establish something. This is radius. Because this is another right triangle, we can establish the fact that 25 squared is equal to r squared, the radius which we don't know yet. Then plus that side we are looking for also squared. But let's go ahead and find the radius of this cycle, then plug it back. But before then, I would like to make x the subject. So you can see that x squared is equal to 25. This is supposed to be squared, right? 25 squared minus r squared. Then finally, since x is positive, we have the square root of what? 25 squared minus r also squared. So let's go ahead and find the radius. And how can we do that? Remember, from cycle theorem, it stated that the end-to-end points of the diameter always subtends an angle of 90 degrees to the circumference. So you can clearly see a 90 degrees here to the circumference. So it means if we can complete this semicircle, then we extend this to the end point of the diameter, then we have another radius here. So let me make it a little bit better. Well, something like this. So you can see this is a semicircle. We have end-to-end points, that is end-to-end of the diameter, that subtends an angle of 90 degrees to the circumference. This is always true. All right, so let me level some information here. This is what? R, definitely, because this is the center of the cycle. And this leg and this leg must be equal. Yes, definitely. So if that is 25, this must be 25. So you can clearly see another right triangle here. Yes. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem to find the radius. So you can see that this dimension is 2r. This is 25, and this is what? 7 plus 25, which is what? 32. So let's establish the relationship here. The base, which is 2r squared, is equal to this side squared, which is 24, plus the other side, which is a combination of 7 and 25, also squared. 24 squared is 576, plus this is 32 squared again, and 32 squared is 1024. Let's add them together. This is equal to 1600 exactly. But remember, the left hand side is going to be on 4r squared. So let's divide both sides by 4. We have 1600 divided by 4 here. Remember that this is going to be 400 r squared, and r itself will be the square root of what? 400. And square root of 400 is 20, which means that the radius of this cycle is 20. So let's go back. Remember, we have established the relationship that can help us to find the value of x. So this is, let me just copy this one and continue. Therefore, x is equal to the square root of 25 squared minus 20 squared, because r is 20. And this is equal to 25 minus 20, or should I use my calculator? 25 minus 20 is 5, multiplied by 25 and 20, this is going to be 45. This is going to be 225, right? 225. So what is square root of 225? Indeed, 15. Oh, so x is equal to 15. So for those of you that got 25, you should know that x is 15, not 25. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues. Bye-bye.